Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic, stunning dino action. I'm a couple minutes early. I heard the song. I actually heard it from my tiny little dinky headphones that I have sitting beside me. Just barely hearing it. Usually I try to keep it low. I don't want feedback for you. I can't hear anything, the music that's happening, all of that stuff. Whew, but I didn't want to miss this song. Intense, also super duper intense. More haste is good for my dinos. For Regisaur Alpha, for Palani's Hatcher. Oftentimes, often enough, doesn't seem to be enough. I want redundancy. A 9th, a 10th copy to give everybody haste. Surrak and Goreclaw there, the fantastic, lovely art. Whew. You know, it's going to be devastating. Always, usually is. But even more so. My goodness. Okay, let's see how close I get. That seems a little bit too. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, we're good. Right below Huntmaster there. Yeah, last night, capping it off in fantastic fashion, winning. All because I put a Xenagos God of Revels out and Surrak and Goreclaw with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. They went to remove Palani's Hatcher. Pretty sure it was Palani's. I lose track between this and Regisaur, but they killed the one thing that was giving everybody haste. However, Surrak and Goreclaw gave haste to, I think it was Tyrranax Rex, and then maybe a Carnage Tyrant, something like that. But they used up most of their mana, pretty much all their mana. I had to kill him that turn. Chances are this Azorius control player, Lotus Field, not a fun time usually. Yeah, I had to kill him that turn because they were going to do shenanigans. They were going to continue to. Drawing cards and tapping all kinds of mana. Not a fun time. If you have a window to kill him, make sure you can kill him in an even more stable way. Having more haste, more power. Surrak and Goreclaw, giving everybody trample. It's not the biggest thing. It's not really super important. It could be applicable in some situations, though. Palani's Hatcher is 5 power. Don't have to worry about chump blockers. 2/2, 1/1. Get through some more damage. And we make that token, the 3/3 dinosaur. Whichever egg I hatch, that gets trampled. More trample is good. It doesn't hurt. That's what you want to be doing. Oh, but it is basically the same list. I'll talk about some changes probably as we go, as you guys ask questions. Hopefully all is well. All might not be well with the opponent. I say we just jump right into the matches here. All that lovely good stuff. Get into the action. Yeah, possibly Bedrock Tortoise. The new one from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. 3 and a green for a 0/6. Creatures you control that have toughness greater than their power deal damage, combat damage, equal to their toughness. So the Bedrock Tortoise being a 0/6, it's kind of like it's a 6/6. But during our turn, all our creatures have trample. No, not trample. Surrak and Goreclaw. During our turn, all our creatures have hexproof. That's what I want. Hexproof and trample and haste. And making it so they can't be countered. But as long as I have Bedrock Tortoise as part of the batch of creatures that enters with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant's ability, boom, they can't target anything. It's a way of protection for Palani's Hatcher, Regisaur Alpha to keep up that aggression. I don't have to worry about Wandering Emperor because, well, they can't target and exile things. But this is not a very good hand at all. I might keep it if I had a Castle Gearhulk or a Sunken Citadel. Commune to dig for the other land that I need to make that combo. However, I will keep this one. Pretty crazy stuff. We'll send Ghalta Stampede Tyrant to the bottom. I have quite a few copies for, so there's a pretty reasonable chance that I'm going to draw her. However, I had Commune, I had a Forest. It's pretty good. Sylvan Scrying to grab whatever I can't. The lovely stuff right there with Stomping Ground. Now I imagine they could counter it or do something. I was actually thinking, oh man, I hope that it's a little less black stuff. You know, it was mostly, overwhelmingly last night. Hey, that's alright. We got Grixis. Okay. Maybe some night I won't face a Thoughtseize whatsoever. That's alright though. We're going to beat him up. And that is why I chose Stomping Grounds. I see black. Thoughtseize is going to get rid of Sylvan Scrying. You got to figure. Get it out of the way. Grab the Castle Garenbrig. What can't Thoughtseize discard? They can't discard land. And that dinosaur actually looks a little bit weird. Ooh. Yes, don't like having Thoughtseized. 100%. Arena has been acting up a little bit. At least I've seen people. It's acted up for them. You better watch out. You better have another one. If they don't have a Thoughtseize, I'm going to be seizing their life total. I'm going to be reducing it to 0 or negative. Oh boy, strap yourselves in. You're about to deal with a Carnage Tyrant. I've already seen one Thoughtseize, so I would imagine, well, we should be good. They probably don't have another. Man, that's a lot of considers. They're considering what they could possibly do in the face of what I'm about to do. Oh, you gotta be kidding. They're getting rid of Carnage Tyrant, sadly. 100%. Darn. Well, maybe they don't have a third one in their hand. I don't know why it took them so long to do that. Pretty straightforward. You would imagine it was pretty straightforward. At least I can get Surrak and Goreclaw. I get a creature down. Hopefully getting Tyrranax Rex. I imagine Surrak and Goreclaw is going to get killed by go for the throat, heartless act, something of that nature. Or sacrificed. Okay. It's not dead. I like it. Oh.
Don't push it. Don't push it, I'll give you a war you won't believe.
This is a load of barnacles.
But maybe they don't have a fourth one. Okay. I keep jinxing myself, it seems. Darn. Nuts. Okay. Well, it's not the best start to tonight. It can't always be good. We'll get there eventually. Three. Lots of fun. Can't play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn. Carnage Tyrant would be absolutely fantastic. It would get haste with Surrak. Okay. Well, okay, that's good too. I was going to show you the battlefield, but yeah, Arena really is wacky. I drew Ghalta. I was able to make 6 green with Castle Garenbrig. Surrak and Goreclaw is 6 power, reducing Ghalta by 6. It costs 6. It enters a 13/13 trample haste. Because of Surrak and Goreclaw's ability, I swung at them. That's what you get. How perfect is that? The first game of the night, featuring Surrak and Goreclaw, the thumbnail art. I couldn't have asked for better. Man, wow. That's classic. That is what you get. And you saw that, whether you guys are watching right now, later on, at the Rambo clip. They used it. They used it again. That Rambo clip hits extra hard. I'm thinking Orvar the All Form, but usually I don't like Orvar the All Form when I discard it based off an opponent's spell or ability, I copy a permanent. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. But they don't have too many discarding things that make me discard. Yeah, wow. I'm flabbergasted as well. I don't exactly like that hand. If I had a Commune or a Sylvan Scrying, I definitely feel a little bit better. Digging for the Sunken or Sylvan Scrying to grab the Sunken, pairing with Castle Garenbrig. Ooh, it got worse. Okay. Oh, well, we found a keeper. We gotta send. Okay, that's kind of weird. It's like it wasn't letting me send them to the bottom. You know what? I'm gonna send Commune. Kind of want to keep Cavern, huh? Nah, I'll send Cavern of Souls. Cavern of Souls can't protect up the Beanstalk. That's for sure. Actually, it's got to be Zayatoris. I have to go Zayatoris plus Castle. That is a forest, so potentially I do get up the Beanstalk down. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to update Arena again. Lots of people having glitches, not able to enter the game, things like that. Oh, another up the Beanstalk. I'll take it. Maybe I draw a second Sunken Citadel, or a Sylvan Scrying, or a Commune to dig. Any number of things could really help me quite a bit. Maybe they take it out. Hopefully I get to stick the other up the Beanstalk next turn. That's for sure. Be nice to set up a bunch of draw. Big time. Oh boy, is it a Thoughtseize? Wow. I'm surprised they haven't cast a single Thoughtseize yet. This is nuts. Oh, okay. Well, it wouldn't be if I didn't face it at all in a single game against an opponent like this. I'd be surprised. I guess they have to cast all 4 Thoughtseizes to kill us, because 3 doesn't get us. Well, we'll go with Sunken at the very least. We are seeing, how Zayatoris Proving Ground is a little bit rough. Always entering tapped. If I draw a Carnage Tyrant next turn, I could play it. I could have played it. Because Zayatoris Proving Ground, it would have been some other land that entered untapped. Guaranteed. 100%. So we'll see. Hopefully, I didn't jinx myself. It is going to be a little bit rough. The aggression from the opponent, I would imagine, is going to do the trick. Too little too late at this point. At least 5, probably 6 after they cast some spells. That Ledger Shredder conniving, getting another counter on itself, or not. Okay. Castle Garenbrig as well. Whew. I like it. I can make 6, but Zayatoris always entering, tapped. That's what it's got to be. Next turn could be very, very devastating. Sadly, I don't have Cavern of Souls, but I do draw a card with Up the Beanstalk. You draw a card when it enters, but you draw a card when you cast something. So even if that big spell is countered, it still replaces itself, which is quite nice. Ooh, another Arclight Phoenix. Not a pretty sight. I don't think they have to be too worried. Sadly, I had to mulligan a fair bit to get to something of good potential. Ooh, another, yeah. Yeah, put Thoughtseize back into your hand. Darn. I don't know, I might just start off with Leyline of Sanctity in game 1, just to protect myself. But you saw how sometimes it just doesn't matter. Yep, they draw a card to discard a Phoenix. It certainly is painful stuff. Okay, yeah, doing their thing. Pretty good. Oh, 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. They got it. Alright, well, they did what they had to do. Now, do I actually want Orvar? I'm kind of thinking about it again. I might. Trim Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Very good. Not all the copies. One copy of Ghalta Primal Hunger. And bring in that Orvar. I'm thinking that could be a difference maker. If I have to mulligan a bunch, I keep a hand with just lands and Orvar. And then they go Thoughtseize. They're forced to discard Orvar. It's the only available thing. But then I make a land, get ahead. Perhaps. They really like their Thoughtseize. But I really like that hand. Wow. That's perfect. Oh darn. Sunken Citadel is... Well, it's not going to last. Oh wait, it's a land. That's good. Man. Hopefully they don't have... Well, they probably don't have Spell Pierce for up the Beanstalk. I'd be quite surprised if that was the case. Okay, good, good. I like it. Another up the Beanstalk next turn. I draw a card, plus the second up the Beanstalk. Get me to my 4th land. Make 6 on turn 4. All but certain at this point. Pretty certain. Either I draw a Commune, I draw a land, the up the Beanstalk draw gets me there. Oh, there you go. Fabulous. Hopefully I get a Carnage Tyrant though. That would be pretty good. Oh my. Wow. That's what it's all about. You don't play the land, you wait. Because you could draw a Sunken Citadel. So naturally you want that to be your land for the turn because it always enters tapped. I have a forest with Stomping Ground, so Castle Garenbreak is... You better watch out, you're going to die. You're going to die pretty darn soon. Oh my goodness. Well, 7, 5, not quite. They can't take out Palani's Hatcher. Of course they can Fatal Push the token. Drawing 2 cards. Oh, okay, yeah, they're dead. Next turn. They're not dealing 17 to me. That's just not happening. Good luck. You better have a Thoughtseize, but if they do, it doesn't matter. I'm going to drop Regisaur plus Ghalta, and they're still dead. If they get rid of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. See you later. Wow. That's what it's all about. Ultimate revenge.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Oh, couldn't ask for a better match. Ooh. Oh, darn. What you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna hard cast Phoenix, will ya? I don't think so. Oh. See you later, buddy. And I draw 2 cards. Putting more dinos, potentially. Okay, I don't put more dinos on the battlefield, but you're done for. Smoked. That's what you get for 3 Thoughtseizes. Yeah, it is nice. See you later. Man, that's what it's all about. You don't have to care. Is it overkill? It certainly is overkill. But don't just barely kill. Don't leave it up to, oh, maybe the opponent has removal. Oh, if they take out 1 creature, I just barely won't kill them. Or you do that, and you don't have to worry about anything the opponent has done. They have a few creatures, you still will bash them in. They have to block with everything, but that still might not be enough. Do the most overpowered, powerful thing you can with whatever deck you're playing. Oh, okay. You can see how I don't care too much about graveyard hate. If I can beat Phoenix decks up enough. Oh, yeah, Scorpion. I know. I was still so flabbergasted with getting that win after the Thoughtseizes. I forgot about Ruthless Aggression.
Ruthless
Okay. It's never too late for some ruthless aggression. Sometimes it catches people off guard. Oftentimes. They don't account for the 6 green from Castle Garenbrig. They see the 4 lands. They get rid of a Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatcher. They think that's coming up before the Carnage Tyrant, but really, Carnage Tyrant oftentimes is before Regisaur. 4 lands, 6 green, but I can't make the 5 mana for Regisaur or Palani's just because I can't make that red included in the green. Just because it is attached to Castle Garenbrig, you don't get to choose. It's all green. It's all mean. Alright. That's pretty much perfect. 2 copies of Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, a wee bit rough. Sylvan Scrying though. We're grabbing that Sunken Citadel. Big time. We'll see. I'll try for up the Beanstalk first. Okay. More Phoenix? Perhaps. In case they have some sort of counter spell, I'd rather just turn Sylvan Scrying into Sunken. Get that out of the way. Or maybe it's Grixis Phoenix again. It seems to be maybe regular Izzet. Okay. That's pretty good. I like it. Would they have a counter spell? They probably have removal, which is not doing anything. Commune with Dinosaurs would dig for some land, I would imagine. We'll grab something good. And we'll set up. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So it's Transmogrify, whatchamacallit. It's going to be rough for them. For them, it's going to be rough, hopefully. I imagine they counter this, though, with something. Probably. That's alright. We're not dead yet. Something involving Torrential Gearhulk, I would imagine. Well, it might not matter too much now. Also ruthless. Oh, we got lucky for sure. They missed their land drops, unfortunately. However, do I want to do anything against what could be Torrential Gearhulk Magma Opus? Man, I really wish that is a weird glitch. Maybe I have to close Arena again and reopen it. I won't do that right now just because it seems to be working. Odd. Hopefully they fix it soon. But Torrential Gearhulk, they discard Magma Opus, they make a treasure, and then they do Indomitable Creativity, often targeting a treasure or some other artifact. And then they cheat out Torrential Gearhulk, which is the only possible hit in their deck. And then they play Magma Opus from the graveyard. They do a lot. Yeah. Nothing I have would do too much against this particular deck. So hopefully I get fortunate once again. Yikes. Casual Gamer 18. Ooh. Could be okay. Cavern of Souls, I mean, we don't exactly need it with Carnage Tyrant. If one of these was a Sunken or a Castle, definitely I'd keep it. Okay, wow, I'm keeping that one. Big time. Okay, well. Finally, it let me put one to the bottom. Man, it is glitchy all around. Weird. And Up the Beanstalk is quite nice, though. No, I would imagine whatever I play is countered. Let's burn it on Up the Beanstalk, because Commune with Dinosaurs could be way more impactful. Okay, so whatever I played would have been countered. But Commune to dig deeper, to grab the Sunken or something. And I have 2 to pay if they have another Spell Pierce, so we'll see. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Eventually I'm able to make 6 green. Cavern of Souls, I could potentially choose Human or Bear just to get Surrak and Goreclaw down. I'm pretty certain it's going to be Dino, though. Oh boy, I wonder if they're going to cast Indomitable Creativity at some point. Probably. Something's up. Oh, Stern Lesson, and then they cast Torrential Gearhulk next turn, because now they can make 6 mana. They'll cast it at some point. Torrential Gearhulk has flash, so if I try to play something, then they'll play Torrential Gearhulk, they'll have Make Disappear, or they'll play Fiery Impulse to take out Palani's Hatcher, which I was thinking about, but I might not do. We'll have that happen. We know it's going to happen. They can't counter it, which, well, no, they can counter it, never mind. Oh, yes, absolutely. Hasty Dinos, that's what it's all about. Whether it's mono red dinos or gruel, get the job done. Watch out for that Gearhulk. Oh boy. Oh boy. They really should have flashed it in to take out Palani's Hatcher before. Okay, that bit of a misstep on their part. Perhaps. It doesn't really matter at this point. The Gearhulk blocks the token. It's effectively pretty much the same thing. Oh, yes, absolutely. I like both. Super Haste, 10 things with Haste, 12 things, potentially. I might add more than just a single copy of Surrak and Goreclaw and, Carnage Tyrant. Okay, well, that's good. Can't counter, can't target, can't do nothing. Aw, shucks. Hopefully they don't have Ether Gust. Oh boy. And it's a 7/6. It trades beautifully with that Torrential Gearhulk. Although it's pretty good aggression being a 5/6, yeah. Oh, the animation. Oh, it is the best. You can't beat it. I'm spoiled playing my favorite deck and having that animation with Carnage Tyrant. The music to go along with it, the roar. Beautiful. Do I like Ghalta's Stampede? Well, I mean, I do. Kind of. You know what? I'm going to say bear. Just so that I can get Surrak and Goreclaw down without being countered. I hope. Oh, they don't have a counter spell. They could have countered it. It didn't even use that Cavern of Souls. Interesting. I'm going to wait and see what happens. We got time, I think. Stern Dismissal. Huh. Okay. An enchantment. Play, draw a card. That is interesting. I'm not too sure what that is. I know it's on the tip of my tongue. But this looks pretty good, I hope. This Ghalta can't be countered. Maybe they can send it back to my hand or something. Perhaps. Bitter Reunion, yeah, I think that's it, yeah. Yeah, Regisaur Alpha. Fantastic. Oh darn. Ooh, deadly. Devastating. Regisaur Alpha gets haste with Surrak and Goreclaw. Tons of aggression. Ruthless. Maximum aggression. Get the job done. Have some fun. Oh.
You won! You did it!
That's pretty good. You can imagine, think, how would you have done facing off against Torrential Gearhulk, counter to... Ooh, love it. Yes, definitely with the Grixis deck. I think that's coming up. There's so many fantastic suggestions from all of you guys, and I certainly do like to stick to my main thing, explore, tweak it, use roughly the same list night after night, get a very big sample size to show you guys and just for myself to look back on. But Brawl, different variations, whatever it is, certainly I am basically up for anything. So yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Maybe tomorrow night. Never enough time though. Eventually I hope there is. Whew. What's it going to be? Probably another something with black, I would imagine. More Thoughtseize. I think Gishath was always Explorer Liga. We just got some fantastic art though with the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. 2 new pieces of art. I don't exactly like the extended one though. It seems a little off. I still like the original Gishath art, 100%. Do I want to keep that? Not so much. I really only ever need 2 Sunken Citadels. A third, if one of these things, one of these lands was a Commune or a Sylvan Scrying, I'd feel pretty good about getting Castle Garenbrig. Huh. Yeah. I'll keep it though. It certainly could be much worse. Could be rough, but hey. Either I draw... Oh, you want a Thoughtseize. That's okay. Maybe I draw a Commune. Or a Sylvan Scrying. Or I draw that castle eventually. I know. All I need is Castle Garenbrig, and it's going to be good. Fantastic. It's not like I'm waiting and hoping to get a Sunken and a castle. To get 2 Sunkens. I already got that. Rakdos regular. Oh. Turn 4 T-Rex. There you go. Thumbs up. And also Zaitor's Proving Ground. Cycling is an ability of a land, so I can make use of Sunken Citadel. I only have 2 lands, but I can cycle for 3. Oh, here comes the pain.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Definitely gonna cycle it. We'll see what we get. Hopefully it's pretty good. I don't need another... Oh, I don't need another Zaiatoris. Alrighty. Smack them. Attack them. Get them. Hopefully they don't have Liliana of the Veil or Sheoldred's Edict. But I am used to that now. Unfortunately. Oh, shucks. You had to discard a Fatal Push. Maybe they have Extinction Event or something. Huh. Which is, okay, Rakdos. Well, Culling Ritual is going to absolutely decimate them. Oh my goodness, we got Carnage Tyrant to boot. I'll take it. He's a Cavern of Souls, I guess. Let's do that. Would they kill me next turn? Maybe. I think there's a pretty good chance we live, as long as there's no Mayhem Devil. That's really what I'm hoping for. Yeah. I know, I haven't seen it in a while either. I at least have Carnage Tyrant to block. They'd send Blood Tithe Harvester plus the Goblin plus the Cat. 5, 6. I block 1 Blood Tithe Harvester. 1 down to 4. No Mayhem Devil. No Mayhem Devil. I hope. Looks like it might be. Not dead yet. Oh, they got the Mayhem Devil. Darn. Close. So very close. Man, that was good. But Culling Ritual. Get him. Dead. No questions asked. Trim Commune. Whew. I was hoping to face off against Rakdos Sacrifice to just smoke him. Take out all the Blood Tithe Harvesters, the Goblin token, the Oven, the Cat, the Blood tokens, the Treasure tokens. all the cheap stuff, and I'm going to make... Yeah. I know. I get that people want to win. That's okay, but I have pretty much the best thing against this deck. I could see myself possibly taking out 8 things up the beanstalk from myself, plus all the other cheap things the opponent has, and I could make 8 green mana. I could play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant off of Culling Ritual. That's a keeper. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Where is that stuff? Absolutely. Hopefully they don't go Thoughtseize. I imagine they're a little bit scared after that. Oh, that was close. Oh, shucks. The Blood Tithe Harvester is pretty good stuff. Oh, boy. Sylvan Scrying for Castle Garenbreak. We're going to get him next turn. Oh, beautiful. I might not want to go Culling Ritual. We'll see. Probably. I can go double up the beanstalk. That would also be nasty. Okay, let's think about this. Yeah, I don't know. The splash of black just for Culling Ritual, and it's going to be pretty devastating. I got to think if I want to do it. You know what? I'm going to go with Overgrown Tomb. I'm going to go double up the beanstalk to draw a bunch. And maybe they haven't done too many crazy things next turn. I like drawing 2 cards. If it makes sense to go Culling Ritual next turn, I'm going to make extra mana. I could be making 8, potentially. Oh boy. Play ovens and stuff. Oh, they're getting rid of Culling Ritual. Yeah, nuts. I knew I should have used it. Unfortunately. That's alright. That's alright. Culling Ritual is going away. It has to be. Gotta be. Yeah, okay. Well, it's alright. The darn devil. The devilish devil. Taurus. Yep, we're doing it. Surrak and Goreclaw. Draw 2 cards. Good stuff. Next turn, we can play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Hopefully. Hopefully we live that long. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case with Mayhem Devil. Tetsamok. Yes. Tetsamok is legal. Okay, that's going to be it. Sadly. Well, we're going to take out 1 Mayhem Devil at least. Sacrifice a bunch of stuff, and that's how she goes. Yep, they got fortunate, and they had 2 Mayhem Devils, and learned my lesson. Don't be too greedy with that Culling Ritual. If I would have taken him out, I would have saved myself taking a lot of damage from the Blood Tithe Harvester, the Goblin. I would have taken out the Blood Token, the potential for them to make treasures. Yeah, no, that's it's definitely what I should have done. 100%. Definitely direct damage instance, or possibly fighting. My favorite has always been Inscription of Abundance. Well, not always, but I like Inscription of Abundance. 1 in the green, instant speed. I could fight, or gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures I control, or put 2/1/1 counters on a creature. But if I kick it for an extra 3, a total of 5, I can do all of that, which has been pretty impactful in the past. I think if I had to choose, it would be something fighting, instant speed. Probably. I have some big creatures that oftentimes can't be killed, so I think it makes a lot of sense. The opponent might wait for removal, taking out the creature that I target, with the fight. And then it doesn't fight, it doesn't deal damage, unfortunately. However, Sylvan Scrying, maybe. Xayators always has to enter tapped, get that out of the way. I don't have to worry about a Thoughtseize seeing what I have in hand. Likely getting rid of Sylvan Scrying if that was the case. But Culling Ritual, that's going to be pretty devastating. Oh, kind of devastating against Mono Red Obosh. It's very scary. Possibly. Sources with odd mana values deal double damage. That's not a fun time, I must say. At the very least, I play Carnage Tyrant next turn. I think that should be good enough. We're at 14, we'll go down to maybe 10 or 9, something like that. But definitely, fighting a creature or planeswalker, having that versatility, taking out some different targets, pretty good. It is your standard mono red aggro. Okay, well, nothing much I can do. I almost got the Carnage Tyrant down. That would have been beautiful. But it doesn't get much more beautiful than a Culling Ritual, that's for sure. Trim a bit off the top. Keep that one Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Lovely having the 3 Ghalta Primal Hungers, but 100% Culling Ritual, nothing much to think about. Mono red doing mono red things. I wouldn't expect to win all the time. It's not like I have a bunch of early creatures, but if I had a lot of the smaller early creatures, I would have less of the big stuff. I would be a jack of all trades, a master of none, as they say. This is so tempting. It's sad. It's unfortunate. I don't have Culling Ritual. I have a Sunken too. I'm going to keep it still. You know what? I'm going to do it. All I have to do is use Sylvan to grab Castle, play Carnage. I'm on the play, so that might help me out. Monastery Swiftspear, have no fear. Yeah, Xayators. That's good. That's good. And Xayators is a forest, so when I grab Castle Garenbrig with Sylvan, we're good. Arboreal I've never heard of Arboreal Grazer. That sounds like an interesting card. No, that's a joke for anybody listening or watching. It's a beast. 1 green for a 0/3. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. So a turn 1 Arboreal Grazer could put a Sunken Citadel onto the battlefield. That's what you want to be doing. An extra Sunken. You could get Carnage Tyrant on turn 3 because of Arboreal Grazer. That would be deadly. And it's a 0/3. That is very respectable to at least save yourself taking a bit of damage. Maybe we're safe. Okay. Doing their thing. Culling Ritual at some point here, perhaps. At the very least, I got Carnage Tyrant. That scares away aggression. Unless they have lethal, which could certainly be the case still. Okay, that's alright. I will block the thing that's the biggest. Culling Ritual, where are you at? Ooh, that's not Culling Ritual. Oh, I can't play that. That's not what I was hoping for. Palani's Hatcher, just because it's the most bodies in one. That's really what I want. I know, raise effigy. Crazy. Azusa, lost but seeking, that would be pretty good. Definitely. But I am at 5. I'm not attacking with anybody. 5 is very scary. They could have a play with fire, wizards, lightning, something like that. Although they don't have any wizards, so wizards, lightning does cost 3. But yeah, raise effigy. Whatchamacallit. That's interesting. Okay. I'm still not dead. Regisaur Alpha kills him, I think. 7, 5, yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. I'm at 2. They're at -2. And I didn't even need Culling Ritual, but it would have been pretty lovely. But yeah, raise effigy. Man, I really wish this glitch was not there. I want to look at it, but it's a cheap thing. It boosts a creature, works off of prowess. So 1 red, something gets +2/+2. Monastery Swift Spear gets bigger. Possibly they have a few Monastery Swift Spears. Usually there's probably something better. I'm pretty sure there would be something better than raise the effigy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ogres are, anything's allowed. I'll try just about anything. I could do Ogre maybe. I'm probably going to try it at some point here. Still not it. Pretty fantastic again, even though it's no Culling Ritual. I think we can make it work. Eventually. Once the game gets its act together. You know what? Commune with Dinosaurs. Up the Beanstalk could get me closer to Culling Ritual 1 turn. At the very least. That's what it's gonna do. Oh yeah, absolutely. Xenagos is the boss. Big time. Absolutely. Smuggler's Copter is, well, it's pretty painful stuff, for sure. Going to be a little bit scary. Once Smuggler's Copter is on Arena, which is coming up soon. Do I like up the Beanstalk? We'll see. I want to see what Commune gets. Hopefully I don't have to pass up a Culling Ritual, unfortunately. Regisaur Alpha just because it's multiple bodies. Hopefully up the Beanstalk gets it. A little bit rough having to pass it. Might be too little too late. That's alright, we got him. Yes. Yes, coming soon. But yeah, in Explorer, everything, well, it mirrors Pioneer basically. They're taking their sweet time making Pioneer fully legal. Just to have, okay, so even if we had Culling Ritual, it would not have mattered. That's alright. Almost got him. Close but no cigar. But yeah, Explorer mirrors Pioneer as much as possible, the bands and everything. And a few key cards are missing still. I mean, if they wanted to snap their fingers, they absolutely could. Here's all the common stuff that everybody uses, but then there would be these leftover cards, and eventually they would make everything legal in Pioneer, legal here. They would make it the exact same. They would change it from Explorer and call it Pioneer on Arena, but nobody would buy the cards, the packs. They'd go through all the work to put it on Arena, but everybody already has the common stuff. So it would be kind of a waste. They have to do it gradually. I mean, it is a little bit unfortunate, but it does make business sense. It's pretty close to Pioneer. Close enough, I would think. Ezuru. I like the looks of that. Already starting off with the Sunken. 2 lands, beautiful. Commune, grab the 3rd one. Hopefully it's Castle Gearhulk. Also lovely seeing up the Beanstalk. That is going to be, well, it looks like it might be something black related. The Liliana of the Veil, or just the Liliana avatar. It makes me, okay, man. Thoughtseize all the time, all night. Not actually, but I mean, you got to admit, it's basically the most common thing. So maybe tonight I'll search for the best way to hate against it. And maybe start off with that. Well, hey, good. That's what you want. You get a replacement. They discard up the beanstalk, and I show them up by drawing another copy. Beautiful. Oh, mono green dinos beating control. I like the sounds of that. Big time. Commune. Change it to a sunken, maybe. You know what? We're going Cavern of Souls. I want up the beanstalk. I want more card draw. Carnage Tyrant. Eventually, we should be getting Carnage Tyrant, depending what Commune grabs, as long as it's a land that enters untapped. Castle Garenbrig will be our third land, and whatever other land Commune gets, will get Carnage Tyrant, turn 4. And draw a card. Fable. Oh, a Bone Crusher. I don't even need to grab anything. Zayators it is. Love it. Now Commune can grab a land to make 7, eventually, for Tyrranax Rex. Hopefully they don't have a Thoughtseize. Hopefully it's not too little too late. 17 going down to 10, that's pretty good. They might have a Liliana or Shieldred's Edict. Another Bone Crusher. That is a little bit rough. I'm not dead next turn though, which is good. No Shieldred's Edict. Don't do it. At least I saved myself. I do go down to 3. Oh boy. But we'll do our best, at least. Always do our best. Archfiend of the Dross does tend to do the trick. That's for sure. Sadly, too little too late. Archfiend's gonna block. Might as well attack with everything. Unfortunately. Close. Oh my goodness. Alright. Orvar again. We'll reserve it for mono black waste not, pretty much. Hasty shifting for the win. Good stuff. I must admit, I do miss shifting Ceratops. Oh, I might add it in. We'll see, but certainly I want to combat anything black. The Thoughtseize, go blank. I mean, certainly there is a lot of stuff. It just seems like, for me, it's a lot of that one particular card. It doesn't always stop me, as we saw starting off tonight, but usually it does. It does bring that pain. Big time. Eventually. They got to be a little bit scared. They got pretty fortunate there. But Archfiend of the Dross, oh, that is lovely stuff. Very painful, of course. 2 and 2 black for a 6/6 flying. Chances are they can get the job done before they remove the last oil counter from it. They would lose the game if it doesn't have any on it, but it never really ever gets to that point. I like that. I like that a lot. Castle to start, at least. Up the beanstalk, dig closer for a sunken or a commune or a Sylvan Scrying, and the opponent is going to be left crying. Or not. Okay. Darn. Alright, well, Commune does change things quite a bit. There's the sunken citadel. What was I saying? What did I just say? Now we're off to the races, making 6 on turn 4, and Thoughtseize can't do anything about it. which is very, very good. All I need is one more land, and I get to play Tyrranax Rex or Carnage Tyrant at some point. Hopefully I draw Carnage Tyrant. Oh boy. Carnage or land. Next turn. I'm happy with either. Surrak and Goreclaw. Hey, I gotta play. There you go. Hopefully I don't have to sacrifice it or something. That's rough. Yeah, look at those lands, buddy. You can't fail to push that creature. Yeah, it seems... Well, actually, I think it's terrible. I don't know why anybody plays it. It's 1 black, and then they lose 2 life, and then they just make me discard a card. That doesn't seem worth it. Losing 2 life. Like, I don't get it. It's absolutely terrible. Inconceivable why somebody would use Thoughtseize. Forest, Stomping Ground. Another Castle Garenbreak. Oh! Again, they're using this this card. Huh. Well, it is pretty interesting, like I said. Oh boy. Oh! Good game. See you later, buddy. I got 3. Packing the heat. Revenge. It doesn't get better revenge than that. Lights out. Or a Sheoldred Zedic. That could be a very real possibility. They can make a black with that treasure. Oh, they can't. Oh. Lightning Rift. Huh. Yeah. I gotta prepare something. What do I want to use? It's been a while since I used the plane crash. Boom. No one cycles. Yeah, no one cycles. Oh, Sheoldred. It's such a good card, man. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh my. That's why I use a lot of Tyrranax Rexes. Devastating. I think, well, I don't know. It's hard to say what is the best. They're not recovering from this. They have to block completely Tyrranax Rex. If both get through, even with a single point of damage, smoked. Doesn't matter. I know. Sheoldred, fantastic, lovely. One of the best creatures in recent memory. It's like, what, $100 for a reason. The gold standard. I don't know, maybe Tyrranax Rex is the gold standard for dinosaurs, perhaps. Interesting, again. I've mentioned it before. When she was spoiled, okay, I'll get used to that. They better change this glitch quick. Yeah, when she was spoiled, people were saying, oh, this is not a good card. Sheoldred the Apocalypse doesn't have an enter the battlefield effect. If a creature doesn't have an enter the battlefield effect, so many people just write it off. How can that be good? Oh, devastating. Oh, lovely, lovely. The blood tokens invoke despair. There it is. They draw a bunch of cards. Painful. Make me sacrifice things. Anything that draws cards. Discard and draw. Ooh. I mean, it's a natural fit with Fable. Discarding 2 to sculpt their hand, dig deeper, and gain 4 life. Ooh. Teferi's okay. I know Teferi's puzzle box. I can't remember exactly what it does, but I've seen it before. I think it's fantastic art. The 8th edition Teferi's puzzle box, though. I think it has a few copies. All I can remember is it's pretty cool. Regisaur Alpha. Let's. Okay. Okay. My goodness, it's taken forever to move stuff to the bottom. But Commune should be good. We got a forest. Oh, well. Commune to Cabin, yeah. You know what, Carnage Tyrant. I want to set up for Carnage Tyrant on turn 4, T-Rex, turn 5. Hopefully. Maybe they go with Thoughtseize. Oh yeah, step. Oh! Shucks. They can't get rid of the big stuff, which is pretty lovely. But yeah, definitely, I'd be interested to see that art. Oh! We got it. There you go, Sunken Citadel. Actually, I'll go Castle Garenbrig to Sylvan Scrying to grab another Sunken to supercharge Castle. I think we have time at this point. Sunken on turn 3, Sunken on turn 4. I still can't cast Carnage Tyrant, but we set up for Castle to make 7 with 4 lands. That's pretty good. They didn't play Blood Tithe Harvester on turn 2. We don't have to worry about being hit for 3 again and again and again. Maybe they have a bunch of removal, but I'm not playing anything. So their removal just sits there. Oh, go blank. Okay, that's go blank is rank. Jank. Gotta be the costliest stuff. Well, saving Carnage Tyrant. Okay, well. I was actually thinking of getting rid of one of the Sunken Citadels. That's just how it goes sometimes. I hope. Damping Sphere does tend to do the trick, stopping me from getting Carnage Tyrant eventually. Ghalta's pretty nice, yeah, that's good too. It is just unfortunate I can't play Carnage Tyrant next turn. I've had Damping Sphere used against me in the past, and it really has brought the pain. Ooh, that would do it as well. Eventually I'll play Palani's Hatcher. Hopefully it's not too little too late, but that certainly could be the case with Shieldred plus Mutavault hitting us for 6, and then I lose 2 next turn, down to 8. It's not great. No siree. Yeah. That's a lot of card draw. And Fable, rough. Okay. Let's well, I'll go with Commune. I'll find my land for the turn, play it, and still play Palani's Hatcher. That's what I'm getting at. Oh, phew. Would have been rough if I... Oh, never mind. I forgot about Damping Sphere. That's how often I face it. But when I do, it does the trick. Tends to do the trick. That's why I'll probably never use it again. Ever. At least with this variation. Castle Garenbrig, Sunken Citadel. It's certainly not fun. It's not super common to see, but if it keeps creeping up, I'll put maybe Tranquil Furrow back, just to get rid of it. Or just something cheaper. The new charm, Archdruid's charm, I think it is, costs 3 green. Exiling, destroying or exiling an artifact. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Oh, it's Rakdos again. Huh, okay. Well, it is a good deck. The gold standard. Oh, do they have removal? Oh, shucks. I'm not going to play anything. Any creature they can kill. Well, hey, that's alright. You have as much time as possible, and sometimes it's not enough time. But yeah, I imagine it could feel a little bit stressful. We're getting close to it almost being done, and getting those levels crept up. Hopefully a Castle Garenbrig at some point here. Would have been nice to go Surrak and Goreclaw coming up. Well, that's pretty good too, yeah. Stomping Ground, at least I do get Palani's Hatcher next turn. I get a card draw off of Up the Beanstalk, which is extra nice, for sure. See what we get. Maybe I draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, and then underneath is Castle Granbrink. That might have been nice. Interesting. The previous match, seeing so many Sunken Citadels. This one, again, that's just how variance goes, unfortunately. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's a glitch. A lot of people have been facing it after the recent update that just happened. That's how it goes. Nuts. I don't know. I think I have to start off with Leyline of Sanctity. Yeah, a lot of different glitches. The dinosaur to the left, the pet, has this black clipping issue around its feathers. The weird white shadow with Bone Crusher. Yeah. Regisaur Alpha, that's pretty good. It's something. Get there eventually. Would have been nice to go Ghalta Primal Hunger, I must admit. Hey, I'm at 6. I might not be dead. Yeah. You hate the rain. I like the rain, and I like the snow. I like just about any weather. Oh, Liliana's pretty good. I'm not dead yet. Almost dead. Okay. Yeah, rain definitely is better than snow. Let me think. Sylvan Scrying's pretty good. I'm not worried about Liliana of the Veil making me discard a card. I'm gonna, well, hopefully no Stomp or Shieldred. That would be ideal. Oh, they got it. Okay. So the opponent just had a bunch of Bone Crushers. Unfortunately. Very early. Tends to do the trick. However, Liliana, Orvar, I want to bring it in. Yeah, let's do it. That's going to be good. Going to be fun. Definitely never on your frozen car. I just let it warm up. Takes quite a bit, especially when it is cold. But it is above freezing currently, which is quite nice. Don't have to shovel much. Most of the snow has melted. It's probably going to come back this season, that's for sure, though. Yeah. Trampolines, oh, it's nasty. Trampolines really just pick up from the wind. I've seen some crazy videos. Tornadoes do some nasty stuff. That looks like a pretty fantastic hand, though. We got Sylvan. It's going to grab Sunken Citadel, Castle Granbrink. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Well, they're not choosing Orvar, for sure. Probably Sylvan Scrying. I think it's basically guaranteed. They want to stop us from getting more lands. The combination that we're looking for. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Thanks. I'll take it. Huh. Odd that they would do that, though. Cool. 16,000. Oh. That is, well, that's no good. That's painful. I'm just glad the opponent made the mistake of discarding Orvar. Maybe they didn't quite understand what was going to happen. I got an extra land. Literally, they paid 1 black to lose 2 life and give me a land. It doesn't get better than that. Very bad for the opponent. Then, Thoughtseize actually is basically the worst spell in the game. That makes 0 sense. I'm glad I brought it in. Now they're probably going to die. Oh. See you later, buddy. Well, I know what I'm keeping in. If I have to mulligan, again, all I have to do is keep a hand with a bunch of Orvars. And we're good. Beautiful. I might try for that, actually. I kind of want to keep that hand. A castle and a sunken to start. Up the beanstalk certainly is going away. No, it could be better. Oh, it could be better. Oh. Well, you know what? I'm going to send that to the bottom. Two things. I have a hand of just land, so if they Thoughtseize, well, it was about to do nothing. Now they'll have to get rid of Tyrranax Rex, unfortunately. Yeah. I can use Vivian or Gearhulk, a couple different variations of those planeswalkers. Pretty good. I like most of the different versions of Vivian. Pretty much all of them are, excuse me, all of them are decent. Maximum disruption. That does sound pretty bad. Nasty. Or you sabotage the trampoline. And then you get hidden cameras. People go to jump on it. They fall through. That would be cruel, though. No, that's mean. Don't do that. Well, Regisaur Alpha. We got some blockers to, again, stop the multiple Bone Crusher Giants. My goodness. It makes me want a Brotherhood's End or something like that instead of the Culling Ritual. But I still say Culling Ritual will help me more. More than a Brotherhood's End. And easier to cast. I only need the single black. You know, not exactly dead yet. Okay. Yeah, okay. You had 3 Bone Crushers like you did the first game. Now that tends to do the trick. Static electricity, absolutely. That is in chairs too. I always found that fun. When I was younger, I would build up the static electricity, a chair with metal sides and stuff. Shock myself. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. Vivian Arcbow Ranger. I like Vivian Arcbow Ranger. The potential to kill something, very, very nice indeed. Dig or, well, grab a creature from the sideboard as well with the -5. After we do the +1, she starts off with 4 loyalty, so well, you can't ultimate right away, but pretty much no creature you can ultimate with, or no planeswalk you can ultimate with right away. Yeah, Vivian Arcbow Ranger. I might have to try that again. Make something bigger, trample. If it makes sense to do so, double it with Xenagos. Okay, well, it's basically the same hand, but worse. Yeah, not much better. But we're going to be keeping that. Okay, my goodness. Takes forever to grab cards with this glitch. Ooh. Gearhulk Unleashed, yes. There is I don't think there's an instant that gives the player hexproof, other than Veil of Summer, which is unfortunately banned. That would be pretty fantastic. Something mono-red related. Mono-red aggro, it seems to be. Hopefully I get at least my 3rd land coming up. That's pretty rough stuff. That, man, there's 2 in the top 10. In the top half of the deck. We're basically a third of the way through. The top third of the deck. Crazy. Ooh, that is just plain unlucky. Teferi's Protection would be nice, yeah. Yeah, Veil of Summer. Maybe they'll unban it or something. Oh boy. I'm just in. Okay. Yeah, that just plain sucks. 2 lands in a third of the deck in 20 cards. 2. Ooh. Not a pretty sight. But it's something very aggressive. Culling Ritual, pretty darn straightforward right there. Alright, let's get him. I hope. A Veil of Autumn. Oh. Huh. I might have to look that up. Certainly, again, because it's Thought Seizes and Thought Seizes and Thought Seizes. I thought perhaps maybe it would be a little bit less tonight. It feels like it's pretty much even, similar. Certainly seeing it more than any other sort of stuff for good reason, because it is so good. But I think this hand should be, at the very least, getting up the Beanstalk. I didn't want to mulligan again just to get the Culling Ritual, even though that would devastate this particular opponent. Sylvan Scrying, set up, get the Castle Garenbrig. Yeah. I was thinking a Source of Black. I would have grabbed a Source of Black if I had a Culling Ritual in my hand, but that is not the case at the moment. Yeah. Sometimes legality of cards can be quite surprising, I must admit. Sunken Citadel. Oh, okay, good. Source of Red. Well, I still can't play Palani's Hatcher next turn, but I have 2 Sunkens. That is what you want. Tyrranax Rex next turn would be good. Possibly could have chosen that Sunken Citadel, the second one, as black, just to get my source for that. One of these days here. Commune with Dinosaurs, they can't play. That's pretty nice. Well, up the Beanstalk it is. We'll see what I get. Since I can't play Palani's Hatcher, gonna have to be Zayator's Proving Ground. And next turn, draw a bunch of stuff. Hopefully it's Culling Ritual, but well, that would make me 4. Okay, never mind. Torbrand gets the job done. Unfortunately. A bunch of mono red. It still has been a pretty good spread. Mono red, now mono red again. Yeah. You can't have something for everything. You'll probably go down to a few things, unfortunately. I should see if I... maybe. That's on the agenda, at least. Something that hurts Thoughtseize. Yeah, I might go back to white. Leyline of Sanctity, and never have to worry about Thoughtseize ever again. That is pretty tempting. That's a pretty good prospect. That's a pretty much perfect hand. Can't beat that. Okay, well, another Sunken is extra good. Mono black though. Kind of rough. Definitely get that up the Beanstalk down. Get the card draw. I imagine they might have made me discard it when they play Thoughtseize. But Sunken next turn. Castle. We got Ghalta Stampede Tyrant as well. Fantastic. We're going to cycle Zayator's Proving Ground just because I might as well. Oh, shucks. They're waiting to kill a creature that I play, but when I play something, they're going to be dead on that turn. So it... back-to-back Ghalta Stampede Tyrants, I must admit. It's been quite some time since that has happened. Castle Garenbrig? No. Okay, whatever. Next turn, they're dead. Good game.
You have no power here.
Pretty crazy. I'm at 16, they have Shieldred, they're at full health, but they don't realize what's about to happen. They're dead. They're straight up dead. Doesn't matter. Smoked. That's what it's all about. There you go. It doesn't always happen. I certainly think it happens often enough. See you later. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should play Liliana of the Veiled Dinosaurs again. That was pretty fun, and it actually worked out pretty good. whatchamacallit, Thought Distortion. 4 and 2 black. The opponent reveals their hand and they discard all non-creature spells. I pulled that off against, I think it was Azorius Control, and they had to discard everything except a Strict Proctor, I believe. I'm pretty sure all that's left was a Strict Proctor. They discarded Wandering Emperor, a Teferi, March of Otherworldly Lights, probably. But mono black. Okay, my goodness. Yeah, they better change that quick. Orvar the All Form, let's do it. Trim Xenagos and Surrak at least. 2 Ghalta Stampede Tyrants, and we'll see. Maybe I get lucky. Hopefully I get lucky. Having a bunch of Orvars, that's extra funny, and usually, well, often enough, it does catch the opponent off guard. They think, oh, I got to get rid of the cheapest thing, but they don't maybe read Orvar, and then by the time it's discarded, it's too late. I get an extra land, and that could potentially be a Sunken Citadel, which is partly... Oh, 2 Orvars. Man, that's good. I could have an extra Sunken. I could play Tyrranax Rex next turn. Okay, I won't be playing Tyrranax Rex next turn. Hopefully a Carnage Tyrant. Cavern of Souls would have been nice to at least play one of the Orvars. I know, absolutely Scorpion. The Vivian, oh, they're, okay, well, I know what they're not choosing. Something other than Orvar. I don't think I'm going to get quite as lucky again having this opponent make the mistake. Yeah, Planeswalkers, very good. Vivian Reed, I don't know, might be my favorite. Her -3, you take out an artifact, an enchantment, or a creature with flying. That certainly can be very devastating. But you +1, you dig 4, grabbing a creature or land, also quite nice. Hopefully a land next turn, so I'm able to go with Tyrranax Rex. Field of Ruin, I think, is going to get rid of Sunken Citadel. Okay, it's not. That is good. I like it. I did enjoy those tributes to MF Doom. Yes, yes. Absolutely. It is my kind of humor. But I don't think we're getting it done here tonight. This particular game. We'll get him though. At least I do have a forest. I have been thinking of upgrading that though. Very, very nice indeed. Sometimes they do run out. Certainly opponents can have multiple Field of Ruins, and then I don't have basics. It could be a very real possibility. That's for sure. Very scary stuff. Yeah. But yeah, MF Doom. Oh, that guy. We're not winning this one, unfortunately. Too many Orvars, too little, too late. But I'm going to keep them in. Again, it's going to... Okay. My goodness, everything is glitchy tonight. I'm just glad it hasn't crashed. Yeah, Planeswalkers. I do like Domri Anarch of Bolas. That's probably... I have a lot of favorites. Well, I can't keep that, but that got infinitely better. My goodness, it takes forever to click. It's like I have to click, double click. It seems like. That's weird. Well, we'll be making 7, 8 potentially. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant could have been a possibility, although we lose one Palani's or Regisaur. They're both kind of the same. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Fired up. Get ready to kill him. Okay, we're not going to kill him, but get rid of those two. Just because I want to keep Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. We got that lovely potential. That's also lovely. That hopefully they don't make me sacrifice it. Oh boy, cross your fingers. No Liliana of the Veil. Extinction event. Shieldred's Edict. Ooh, that's good. Oh boy. Oh boy. I like a good Ghalta Primal Hunger. Hopefully they don't have too much removal. Oh, there we go. What do I want to press? Oh, everything's popping off. Beautiful damage. All you need is a Tyrranax Rex. Sometimes. Oh, that was good. That was good. Yeah. A lot of good points made tonight in the chat. Absolutely. Some highs, some lows. Certainly would have been nice to continue it as it started, but that is not always the case. But it certainly seems to be the case that I'll always face a bunch of decks, a bunch of different decks that do use Thoughtseize. Ooh. Yeah, where's the haste? Absolutely. You know what? We could look at hasty things. Planeswalkers. Maybe. You know what? We'll go off that. So many good points. Minsk and Boo also. Wondered about that. Maybe that's not how you spell it. Huh. Oh, I don't even have a copy. Okay, huh? Interesting. Minska. Beloved Ranger. Must be how you pronounce it. Or maybe the C is probably silent, I would imagine. It could be good, yeah. Maybe. Or maybe you're considering the other Minsk. Oh yeah, Minsk and Boo is the other version that's not legal in Explorer. Only in Commander with the Baldur's Gate. That's where it was released. Where it came from. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, not that one. The Planeswalker one. Okay. We got that settled. That would be pretty funny though. Mix that in with Dinosaurs. Ooh. Extra devastating, potentially. That's not how you spell Vivian. Arcbow Ranger, where is it? Okay, there we go. We've mentioned it. We might as well talk about it a bit. Pretty easy to cast. Pretty much everything makes a source of green. So the 3 green is not too much of a problem though. When would this happen? Would it happen on turn 4? On turn 4, I might want to just go Carnage Tyrant anyways, which could be good. I don't want to play Vivian Arcbow Ranger into the opponent. Well, nothing. I want to have something to protect her. I can go +1, which would be pretty good. I don't have to target a creature, so I could get Vivian to 5, kill something the following turn. But if I want to kill stuff or make creatures, I'd probably go with Luca Bound to Ruin. Yeah, that could cost the same or actually easier than Vivian Arcbow Ranger. I can play Luca Bound to Ruin for 4. Also like Vivian, so that could be a very real possibility. Yeah. But Grazer, absolutely. I gotta try it at some point here. Maybe switch Arboreal Grazer with Commune with Dinosaurs. Certainly I could see that. Seems pretty straightforward. Commune kind of getting me ahead, digging, grabbing for something good. But Arboreal Grazer, putting that extra Sunken Citadel or just an extra land, that also would get me ahead, especially if it's a land that always enters tapped. A very nice possibility. 100%. But yeah, definitely. Vivian can be too slow. I actually wondered about revisiting Vivian Champion of the Wilds just because of Thoughtseize, really, which, again, tonight was overwhelming a lot of the time. But the -2, I look at the top 3, I exile 1 creature, and I can play it as long as it's exiled. Well, as long as it remains exiled. And that's good, because if it's exiled, the opponent can't Thoughtseize it away. I just always have it. Although sometimes that creature is what I would want to have in the mixture of Ghalta. I exiled a Regisaur Alpha actually this evening before I started. And then I wanted to play it, but I always had something instead of it in my actual hand, and it just sat there, and eventually I got Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. But this Regisaur Alpha was exiled, so it's not part of the batch of creatures that are put onto the battlefield. I really would have liked that. Something to consider. As a way you exile stuff, that could be good. Okay. 4 Arboreal Grazer for Topiary Stomper. Ooh, I might try that, yeah. Grixis Unleashed. We could look at it. I've never actually tried Grixis Unleashed before. +1 is pretty good. +3/+3 in trample. The -2, kind of interesting. It could be a -1 if the opponent has more creatures than us. The -7, it is a pretty costly ultimate. It takes quite a few turns to get to it, but it is a very devastating emblem. At the beginning of our end step, we may search our library for a creature and put it onto the battlefield. That's pretty deadly. A lot of the planeswalkers, it's hard to get to the ultimate. You don't often get to it, so mostly I write it off. I pretend the ultimate doesn't exist unless it's something pretty cheap, like Vivian Arcbow Ranger. You get to 5 the very next turn after you go +1. That first turn she enters. Definitely +1 making the dinos deadly. 100%. Tyrranax Rex. I'm happy to give it an extra +3/+3. Pretty nice. Make some tokens if it makes sense to do so. Maybe. I imagine there was probably be something quite a bit better than Grixis Unleashed. Not that, I have to use something better than this. It's always nice to try different stuff. Certainly the art for this is pretty menacing. That'd be good. Maybe I should try Gearhulk Savage Herald. That'd be pretty funny to get some wins with the, I think it was the buy a box promo, something like that. A bunch of planeswalkers from M21. I think they all cost 6, not so good. Just kind of funny though. Perhaps. I mean, the ultimate is pretty good. -7 until the end of turn. Creatures you control gain. You may have this creature assign its combat damage as though it weren't blocked. So you -7 and you win. If the opponent has some creatures, that would be extra funny. A few Nissas. Yes, absolutely. Nissa is pretty good. Let's look at Nissa. Vital Force. I've actually wondered about this. Really, I've wondered about Nissa's Triumph. For 2 green, searching for 2 forests. That's pretty good. Maybe I sprinkle in Wayward Swordtooth or cards that let me play an extra card or an additional land each turn. But if I have a Nissa, searching my library for up to 3 land cards, not basics. Searching for Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig, any mixture. Very tempting. It's always been on the back of my mind, but I have to use one of them. Maybe Nissa Who Shakes the World. Probably not. She cares about forests, and oftentimes I don't have too many forests to make use of that passive ability. All forests tapping for an extra green. It would be pretty helpful for Castle Garenbrig, that's for sure. +1, yeah, that's kind of nice. Probably would have to be just Nissa Ascended Animist, I would think. Maybe. Really though, if I have to admit, it's been Nissa Steward of Elements. Probably as my top pick, the one I want to try. But why? Pay a total of 4, enters with 2 loyalty, we go +2, we scry 2, digging, Very nice indeed if I'm getting maybe a little bit desperate. I want a big, heavy hitter. And then the 0 seems pretty good too. Looking at the top card, if it's a land or a creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of counters on her, we may put that card onto the battlefield. That feels pretty good. Pretty quickly, I can imagine this Nissa gets high enough that it would even put out a Tyrranax Rex. Maybe it's a little bit later. I play her for 6. She starts off with 4 loyalty, goes up to 6 with the Scry 2. That's going to be deadly. Oh, maybe. The one who shakes the world, though. That was pretty good. I think, yeah, if I was mono green dinosaurs, I might go with this one. Perhaps. Lots to think about, though. Yeah. Oh, makes it tap for 2, yes. I don't know. One day. Mono green dinosaurs, Nisha. Don't know why I'm putting that H in there. Nissa, who shakes the world. I'll try and keep that in mind. If I forget, you guys will probably remind me. But I think I'll leave it there for tonight. That was pretty fantastic. Yes, the +1, extra rampy. I'm very good with Castle Garenbrig. If I have enough to activate it twice, that could be really, really painful. All right. Yeah, we'll leave it there for tonight. Hopefully you guys had as good a time as me, Scorpion. Anybody else watching right now, later on, have a good drive to work, a drive home from work, whenever. All right. See you next time. Peace.